So this morning I decided to hop on the Twitter or X or whatever you call it these days, and I find something that's trending all around the internet, and I guess it's a list of popular video game characters. And apparently this is a list of most iconic video game characters according to a poll of 4,000 people from the BAFTA Awards, which is based on television and film. So I'm not 100% sure why they're ranking video game characters, but oh goodness gracious, is this list bad. So first off, why was it only 4,000 people? Yes, 4,000 people might seem like a lot, but when it comes to a poll, like something this big, I feel like you need a lot more people to rank something like this. But yeah, they asked 4,000, I guess, random people who the most iconic video game characters are. And I don't know who these 4,000 people are. I really would love to meet these 4,000 people. All right, enough yapping. Let's get into the list because I got to see this thing. So for your sanity, I'm going to go piece by piece, character by character, because this is going to get out of control very fast. Number 15, we have Crash Bandicoot. That makes kind of sense. You know, it used to be a very big video game icon and has definitely fallen off of recent years. We really haven't seen much from Crash. He just kind of had a comeback with Toys for Bob. But yeah, I would agree. Probably at the lower end of the list. Number 14, we have Solid Snake. That's definitely supposed to say Snake, but yeah, Snake, definitely a memorable character, a character that a lot of people are gonna, remember with Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that one. Probably not, once again, at the top of the list, more towards the bottom, but a lot of people know who Snake is. But people know him more than Crash Bandicoot? Maybe not. I think Crash would definitely be higher than him, but still not terrible. Number 13, we have Steve. I really hope this isn't Minecraft Steve, because how in the world is Minecraft Steve at number 13? I feel like it's just like one of those characters, even if you've never played Minecraft, you know who Minecraft Steve is. Like, you've definitely heard of the character. I really expected this one to be a lot higher on this list. Minecraft is one of the highest grossing games of all time. Now, I know Steve itself as a character isn't as big as some of these other video game legends, but he's definitely a legend. I mean, he broke the internet. Literally, Twitter was crashed when he was released for Smash Brothers. How in the world is he number 13? No, your eyes are not deceiving you. I'm not playing a trick. Number 12 is Pikachu. Number 12 is Pikachu. I don't know. I don't know. Who in the world doesn't know who Pikachu is? I mean, I have only played like 2 Pokemon games, and I don't even really like Pokemon. But I mean, who doesn't know who Pikachu is? Like, he's gotta be one of the biggest video game icons. Like, he's gotta be top 5. Maybe it's because a lot of people don't necessarily know that it's Pikachu. I mean, I remember, like, my grandparents, and I've seen, like, other people, like, older people in general normally call Pikachu, like, a Pokemon, because that's just what they are. They're like, oh, that's that Pokemon. That's Pokemon right there. So maybe that's why. So there's some confusion. No, Pikachu has to be at least top 5. Just because I'm Nintendo land, I do just Nintendo, I'm pretty versed in the gaming space. I have Xboxes, PlayStations, PCs, like I played pretty much all these games on this list, and except for some of them, like this one for instance, I didn't even know who Arthur Morgan was and I had to look it up. So yeah, that's Red Dead Redemption, and I've definitely seen tons of gameplay on that game. I've seen more than I probably should have. I should have just played the game, but at the same time, I did not know that his name was Arthur Morgan. Like, I don't know too many people that really say that Red Dead Redemption guy is an icon in video gaming. Like, I don't think many people at all are going to know who Arthur Morgan is unless you specifically played only this game. Yeah, it's just not really talked about in the general gaming space as much as a character. The game, yes, I heard the game is phenomenal, but this is a weird character to be above Pikachu and Steve. Or even Solid Snake and Crash Bandicoot. I don't know. Look, I've never played Baldur's Gate 3. But I can recognize that a lot of people love it. I mean, it won Game of the Year last year, so I get it. It's a really popular game. Who in the world is Shadowheart? Like, this game came out last year, August of last year, and people are saying that this character is already amongst the top 15 most iconic characters of all time? What? I'm sorry, I did not play the game, but there is no way that this one specific character from a game that came out at the end of last year is top 15 icons. Moving on. Number 9, we have Kratos, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, you could probably go even a little bit higher on this list. Kratos is a phenomenon. It's been around since the old PlayStation days and still around today with brand new titles. So yeah, the God of War franchise is huge. Kratos is huge. Still kind of bummed that he never did come to Smash Brothers. That would have been cool to see, but definitely a video game icon and probably like the face of Sony right now, or at least one of the faces of Sony between him and Spider-Man. Number 8, we have Master Chief from Halo. Once again, could definitely be a little higher. Honestly, I do think Master Chief is a little bit more iconic than Kratos. I think everyone in their lifetime has played Halo at least some point in time. So yes, Master Chief is a big character. Once again, one of the characters I feel like would have been cool to see in Smash Brothers as a big iconic character, but definitely an icon. Could be above a lot more though. Number 7, we have Link from Zelda. I obviously do not have a big problem with this placement. I think Link is becoming a lot more popular than he ever has been. I don't necessarily think he's going to be top 5 quite yet. He's definitely making his way up there, but I think this is a really good spot for Link because thanks to Breath of the Wild, it really expanded the world of Zelda to a lot more players, and this is a lot of people's first Zelda experience. A lot of my friends' first Zelda experience. The first time they really got to play with Link. A lot of them just played with Link in Smash Brothers, so this was definitely a big step up for them, and I think eventually Link will become top 5. Just not right now, but a good placement. Number 6, we have PacMan. Ugh, number 6, that's pretty low. That's pretty awfully low for Pac-Man. Like, he's one of the OG video game mascots, like arcade Pac-Man. Everyone has seen, heard, or played Pac-Man. Who doesn't know who Pac-Man is? That's just not a 6th place spot. You know, it's Pac-Man. It's just, this is a weird one because to me, when I think of video game characters or mascots, this is one of the top 3. In fact, this could even be the top 2. Pac-Man is such a major icon. And I'm warning you right now, this poll gets even crazier. I'm sorry. Number 5, we got Sackboy. What? How is Sackboy a video game icon? I mean, how does he even make a list? Who thinks Sackboy is a video game icon? Like a legend? Y'all think this is a legend? This one's hilarious because Little Big Planet, I'm sure, is a fun game. I think I played it once when I was little. I've never once looked at the character Sackboy and thought, man, he is one of the top gaming icons. Let's just move on. Number 4, Sonic. Now we're making some common sense. Yeah, of course, Sonic, he's gonna be the top 5. He's just somebody that's always been around since the beginning of video games, and he's still around today. A little shaky today, but of course, Sonic is still a huge name. There's TV shows, multiple TV shows, multiple movies, another movie's coming soon for Sonic 3, and there's just so many games, remakes, remasters, new games, stuff coming out for Sonic, mobile games. Sonic is still like a huge name for a lot of people. There's still a lot of people that have heard of Sonic more than Mario. So yeah, Sonic is definitely top 3. I'd probably move him up even higher. But yeah, 4 is still fine for this list. Surely this next one's gonna be something big. So I saw Agent 47, I thought, is there a Splatoon character that I'm missing out on? Because of course my Nintendo mind, and I'm just completely Nintendoized in the brain. But yeah, I realized really quickly, wait a second, they're talking about the Hitman guy. The bald Hitman guy. I mean, like, I know who he is. Like, I've seen him through various different, like, media outlets and articles and stuff. Like, I've definitely seen the character multiple times. But you ask a general audience who Agent 47 is, there's no way they're going to know who you're talking about. Over Sonic? Over Pac-Man? Over Link? Over Master Chief and Kratos? Over Pikachu? Over Steve? Even Crash and Solid Snake? How is this number 3 of the most iconic video game characters? This list is hilarious. All right, the final 2. We're almost done. Surely it can't get much worse. Number 2 is Mario. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, Mario is gigantic. And in my opinion, number 1. I'm not just saying that because I'm a huge Mario fan, but it's Mario. Who doesn't know who Mario is? In my opinion, Mario, Sonic, and Pac-Man are just the top 3. Who doesn't know who those characters are? Mario has just had a huge movie where like billions and billions of people have seen it, and it's just like one of the biggest video game legends. Everyone has played a Mario game, whether it's Mario Kart, Mario Sports, Mario Party, Smash Brothers. Everyone has played as Mario in some capacity. Who doesn't know who Mario is? Young folk, old folk, everyone knows Mario. So at number 2 is pretty interesting because it has to be somebody absolutely massive at number 1. I mean, somebody that even more than everybody in the world knows. Everybody on other planets know. And it's... Lara Croft. At number 1 as the most iconic video game character of all time. Lara Croft. Yeah, look, I'm not going to disrespect Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is a lot of fun. It's a very difficult game, but a lot of fun. And the trilogy just got kind of remade, and it's on the Switch right now you can play. So I'm not giving out any hate to the character or the game at all. But Lara Croft as the most, hype, most known video game character, most iconic character, is a very far stretch. In fact, I feel like if you're not into gaming as much, you have no clue who this character is, which doesn't make them as iconic as somebody like Mario, Sonic, and PacMan, where a lot of people who don't game would know who those characters are. And even if you do game, yeah, you might have heard of Lara Croft, or you might have heard of Tomb Raider. One of the others, it's hard to say, but yeah, Lara Croft as the most iconic video game character is maddening. It's actually quite insane. It's hilarious even. Now, obviously, this has been trending, and I've seen some people make their own list. For instance, That Chaos Guy on Twitter made a list, and I just want to kind of look at it in comparison to see kind of how his list compares. And yeah, this is already a lot better. Mario, Pikachu, Sonic, and PacMan in the top 4. That's a perfect top 4. And then Steve at number 5, obviously, because Minecraft is huge. Steve isn't as big as those characters are as a character, but the game is huge, of course. Mega Man was just nowhere to be seen, which was very weird. Mega Man's a pretty well-known name. Link, obviously, like I said, in a perfect spot right there. Ryu from Street Fighter, yeah. Honestly, you could almost put Ken up there. Cloud from Final Fantasy is now getting a huge leap forward recently. I still think maybe he's a little too high based on some of these characters. Crash Bandicoot, really good spot there. Master Chief should be a lot higher. I feel like Master Chief and Kratos should both be a little higher. I'd say like the 8 or 9 spots because like they're just so well known nowadays. And Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, get over here. The phrase has just been so iconic. And then of course, yeah, Snake and Lara Croft. Lara Croft being at 15 instead of 1. Which is a whole lot better. Yeah, I just thought this list was hilarious and had to share it with you guys and my thoughts. And yeah, it's just all over the place. But also looking at these characters, I really get to also see just how many of these characters are actually represented in Smash Brothers, which is insane. And I still feel like the only 2 giant highlights that are missing are like Master Chief and Kratos. Like Sakurai did a pretty good job at getting some elite characters, and he's almost pretty much got every single iconic character imaginable, so that is definitely admirable. But yeah, let me know what you think about this list. I'm curious. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.